Numberjacks are on their way!
In an ordinary sofa, in an ordinary room, extraordinary heroes who are standing by to zoom to wherever they are needed. They are speeding out today. The Numberjacks are on their way. They will help you with your problems. They are waiting for your call. No problem is too big for them. No problem is too small. Things may all be going wrong, but you know where they stop for long. The Numberjacks are on their way. The Numberjacks are on their way.
Are you sure it's all right for us to play with your buddy blocks, Five?
Yes, that's fine. Look after them and give them a good time.
Of course they'll have a good time, with me singing to them. La 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 la.
No, I was thinking, Three, I could take them to see the new wires I'm connecting to the launcher.
My songs are lovely.
My wires are brown.
A little song, very musical.
Brown wires? Some of them quite thick?
Oh, you're confusing them for. They obviously want to be entertained by me.
I'll tell you what, Three. We could share the buddy blocks.
I want them all to play with me.
That's not fair. We ought to share them. One for me,
And one for me.
one for me,
And one for me.
one for me. Oh.
That's not fair. If you have that buddy block, there won't be one for me, and we won't both have the same number. I'd better have it.
Well, I don't think you're being very fair.
Me? I'm the fairest person there has ever been.
I don't think so.
I could get a prize for being fair.
A prize for being loud?
Numberjack 3, the fairest person in the world.
Ah, they're going!
They've gone. That's because you weren't very interesting.
No, it's because we were arguing over sharing them out and they got bored.
And now we haven't got any buddy blocks to play with.
Come on.
We've got an agent calling in. Hello, Agent 12 here. What's your report? Things are going wrong.
But not for long.
2 children are arguing over a ball.
Putting it on screen.
They both want to have it all to themselves.
It's very bad to argue.
Yes, 3.
And I have a feeling things are going to go very wrong.
OK, we're sending someone out.
Thank you.
Can I go, please?
Why?
'Cause I'm very good at sorting out arguments.
Well, OK then.
Yes!
Get ready to launch Numberjack 3, who says she's the fairest person in the world.
We've got a problem, what should we do? Who's going out there? Who do we choose? Need to get out there, who will it be? Who's going out there?
Number 3.
Yes, it's me.
Good luck, 3.
Ready for launch.
Check the room's empty. All clear.
Let's go!
Finding a 3 to land on. Got a 3.
All right, 3.
Yes. Let me go and sort out arguments everywhere.
More problems.
Agent 44 here. There are problems at the garden centre.
On screen.
Why is everyone arguing today?
More arguing. Look at these girls. Stop!
All three want the hula hoop for themselves.
3, you've got a lot of work to do.
Don't worry. I can sort things out. Oh!
That bucket's no use to either of them in 2 bits.
Watch out for the hoop.
They won't be able to do much now the hoop's in 3 bits.
The arguing about the footballs is even worse. There are 4 children now. But I'm sure I can sort it. Or maybe not.
The ball's in 4 pieces.
They got a piece. But those bits are no good to play with. What's happening?
Every time the thing ends up in pieces. 2 bits of bucket, 1 bit each.
3 bits of hoop and 4 pieces of ball, 1 piece each for the children.
There's the same number of bits as people.
Someone or something is doing this.
The bits are all very funny shapes.
Oh, and I think I know who could be doing it. Yes, the Shape Japer.
On screen.
Looks like the Shape Japer's back. Shaper, she's really very strange. Shaper, she loves to make things change. Changing faces, changing size, changing shapes every single time. Changing shapes is the Japer's game. The Shape Japer's back.
Oh dear. If the Shape Japer keeps on dividing things up and making them useless, anything could happen. If 2 children on a seesaw wanted half of it each, the 2 halves they got wouldn't be any good at all. And if 3 children argued over whose skipping rope it was, a third of a rope each isn't as much fun to play with. And if 4 people argued about who was going to have a bath, a quarter of a bath doesn't do anyone any good.
Come on, we need some brain game to get these things sorted out.
Okay, I'll get the brain game machine going.
We'll put the things back together again. And maybe people will stop arguing.
Brain game to solve the problem. Use our brain. Waiting, get your brains all linking up together. Joined up thinking. Getting brain power now. Brain game.
Brain game to put things back together again, making things whole again.
Sending brain game.
Make it a whole ball again. It's a whole ball. And the children are playing together. A whole hoop. And the children are playing together. The bucket is whole again. And the gardeners are both using it. I said I could stop everyone arguing. I'm just that sort of person. I just like to make everybody happy.
Maybe there's a bit more work for you to do, 3.
Oh no! They're arguing over an apple now.
We've got to stop the Shape Japer dividing the apple into 2 pieces.
Wait a minute. Maybe it'll be all right.
What do you mean?
This time, let the Shape Japer split it into 2 pieces.
Okay, let's see.
Wow! No! Sometimes things are fine when they are divided in two. They can share the apple, half each. See, Japer? Sometimes you don't cause trouble.
There could be trouble in the garden.
Or maybe there won't.
Pizza's ready.
Is it going to be all right this time?
Good, yeah.
Yes, 3 people, 3 pieces, 1/3 each.
Yes, sometimes it's fine for things to be split into parts. Sometimes fractions are fine. More problems with fractions.
Will they argue about sharing the chocolates?
Okay so far. Oh, they might argue now.
You think you're causing problems, don't you? Well, you're not. They've each got 1 whole chocolate and 1/4 of a chocolate. That fraction of a chocolate is fine.
It's those gardeners again.
Will they share them out all right?
They've got 1 orange each.
They've got 2 each.
They've 2.5 each.
You can't cause trouble anymore, Shape Japer. The fractions are fine.
But she might do. She might make more problems with things that don't work as fractions, like the bucket.
I expect the Shape Japer wouldn't work very well as fractions.
Well, let's find out.
Sending Brain Game to divide the Shape Japer into 2 halves.
2 halves.
Oh no! She's whole again.
Brain Game to divide into 3 pieces, into thirds.
Whole again.
Divide into quarters.
Did it.
She'll be back causing trouble another day soon.
Till then, come back, number 3.
Well done, 3.
All the arguing stopped in the end. Even if it wasn't thanks to me.
Got it all on screen for you to see.
Half a bucket was no good.
Nor was 1/3 of a hoop.
And 1/4 of a ball is no good either.
It was the Shape Japer dividing things into useless fractions.
But some fractions are fine. Half an apple is great.
So is 1/3 of a pizza each. And 1 1/4 chocolates.
Or 2.5 oranges.
And we got rid of the Shape Japer by turning her into fractions.
Halves.
Thirds.
Quarters. Well, we can't share 5 buddy blocks by having 2.5 each.
But we could share them this way. You play with them first, and I play with them later.
I'd like to play all together.
The buddy blocks are playing with us.
We can sit and watch them dancing.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, what things are still useful when you split them into fractions? And what things aren't useful? Think about it. I call the Numberjacks.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The Numberjacks are on their way.
Right, last story. Which story do you want?
Day, night, day, night.
I told you that story yesterday. Do you really want it again?
Yes, yes.
Well, all right then. This is the story of when the Numberjacks had a problem. It was the middle of a dark, dark night. The Numberjacks were all asleep. But then the alarm went off. The Numberjacks made their way sleepily to the control room.
Come on, you 2.
I was asleep.
We were all asleep.
Let's see who's out there.
37 here.
Yes, the agent was in pyjamas because, of course, it was the middle of the night.
There's something strange going on in the street.
A man was washing his car in the middle of the night. Numberjack 6 was launched to find out what was going on.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Numberjack 6 went streaming through the dark sky. And it was very hard to find 6 a number to land on.
Is that a 6? Or that?
Come on, 4.
It's hard to see. It's dark.
Course it is. It's night time.
But at last they found a number for 6 to land on. Even Numberjack 6 was a little bit scared, out on his own in the dark, dark night. He saw the man still washing his car.
Very strange.
And then there was news of more problems.
Agent 58 here.
Go ahead.
Instead of being in bed, children are getting up in the middle of the night.
On screen.
They're getting dressed and everything.
And there were more strange goings on. This time, a man getting undressed. The Numberjacks were amazed.
He's putting on sun cream to stop getting sunburn.
That's silly. He's only got the moon to worry about. You don't need sunglasses. There's no sun.
What is going on?
Agent 99 here.
I think daytime things are happening at night time.
The agent was right. Things that normally happen in the daytime were happening in the nighttime. And who do you think was mixing things up like that?
Spooky Spoon.
Yes, Spooky Spoon was out and about.
She's mean, she's bossy, she's very cruel. She thinks she's great, she thinks she's cool.
She's only plastic, but she thinks she's fantastic. Does she think she is?
Spooky Spoon.
Yes, Spooky Spoon was flying through the night, making trouble.
Don't like Spooky Spoon.
No, but the Numberjacks can beat her with brain gain to put things back to normal. And that is what happened next.
Brain gain to solve the problem. Use our brain. Your ways to get your brains all linking up together. Joined up thinking. Getting brain power now. Brain gain.
Brain Gain to stop daytime things happening at night time.
Sending Brain Gain.
Numberjack 6 helped get everything back to normal. And when everything seemed fine, 6 came flying back home. But was that the end of the problems?
No.
What happened the next day was this. Children were in their night clothes in the middle of the day. And not just children. All sorts of strange things were going on. Now what was the problem? The agents were calling in to help.
Agent 37 here. A bit tired because I was up last night.
Oh, tell me about it.
What's going wrong now?
People are doing things at the wrong time again. But this time they're doing nighttime things in the daytime.
Oh no! If Spooky Spoon keeps on mixing up daytime things and nighttime things, anything could happen. any time. Playing football in the dark isn't much fun. You wouldn't be able to see the ball, and it could go anywhere. Or in the daytime at school, you shouldn't go to bed then, especially if you're the teacher. And even the sun might get confused about daytime and nighttime. And the sun and the moon wouldn't know when it was time to be up in the sky. Oh, it would be very confusing for everyone.
Daytime things at night? Nighttime things in the day? What could the Numberjacks do?
Brain gain.
Yes. This time, 5 went out to get things back to normal. And with the brain gain, she stopped people doing nighttime things during the day. It looked like everything was back to normal. And 5 flew back home. But was that the end of the problems?
No.
No, it was not. Spooky Spoon was up to her tricks again.
I'm going to mix things up again. I am.
And she did mix things up. Children were playing football and changing into their pyjamas at the same time. And a lady was eating a sandwich and cleaning her teeth at the same time. What was going on now?
Spooky has mixed things up so people are doing 2 things at once.
Checking that.
You play football in the day and get ready for bed at night. Not both at the same time.
And you eat your lunch in the daytime.
And clean your teeth at bedtime.
Not both at the same time.
And look at this. He's putting on his morning clothes, his afternoon swimming things, and his nighttime bed clothes. All at once.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Dear.
Spooky had mixed things up and people were doing things from different times of the day all at the same time.
Same.
So the Numberjacks decided they were going to sort things out once and for all.
Right, we've got to get all the things being done at the right time of day, and we'll all take it in turns to put things right.
Numberjack 3 went out in the morning.
Right. What things do people do in the morning?
Get up and get dressed. Have breakfast. Go to school and work.
Right. I'll need brain gain to help everyone do those morning things.
3 sorted it so that people got up and got dressed. They had breakfast. And they went to work. The things you do in the morning were all sorted out. 3 had done her work and come back. And later in the day, it was 4's turn to fly out.
Oof. Right. What sort of things do people do in the middle of the day?
Be at school. Have their lunch. Play in the park.
So Numberjack 4 sorted out the things people do in the daytime. Like being at school, having lunch, and playing in the park. 3 and 4 had sorted out the morning and the daytime. Now it was 5's turn to sort out the evening.
Okay, what do people do in the evening?
Have their tea. Get ready for bed.
And what else do they do?
Have a story.
Yes. And so people did the evening things, having tea, getting ready for bed, and having a story.
Like us.
And all the evening things were sorted, and 5 came home. And then there was one more Numberjack ready to go out.
Number 6.
Yes, much later, in the middle of the night. Number 6 went out again to check that all the nighttime things were back to normal.
Everything's quiet. No one's washing their car, and people are in bed as they normally are.
I'm not in bed.
Well, you should be.
Making Brain Game to put Spooky Spoon to bed.
But I'm not tired.
But we're tired of you. Night, night.
Come back now, 6.
Everything was back to normal. And when 6 got back, the Numberjacks watched it all on screen.
First of all, daytime things were happening at night time.
Then nighttime things were happening in daytime.
The things you do at different times of the day were all happening at the same time.
We had to sort it all out. I went first in the morning.
Then I sorted out the things to do in the daytime.
And I sorted out things to do in the evening.
And finally, I went out at night again to send Spooky Spoon off to bed.
Hooray!
And that is the story of when the Numberjacks sorted out the morning, the daytime, the evening, and the nighttime. The time little Numberjacks are asleep. Night, night. I wonder, what things do you do in the daytime? And what things do you do in the nighttime? And are there any things you do all the time? Have a think and call the Numberjacks. But not too loud.